Hi and welcome. I'm April Porter, author of Parenting the Child You Have, Reimagining the Parent-Child Relationship Through the Lens of Human Design, and also of the workbook. In the workbook, I talk about the emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping. And I want to take a moment to guide you through the process so you understand what we're doing when we do this process. It's pretty simple. I'm going to teach you a very basic recipe for tapping so that you can do this on your own. So when we are tapping, we are often talking about the negative aspects that we want to change in our life. The reason that we're doing that is because we are meeting these negative aspects where they are and saying that we still love ourselves. We are still worthy. We are still capable. So as we go through this, it may sound pretty negative, but know that this is because we are meeting it and accepting it where it is and allowing it to shift and change on its own. When we do this, we allow things to shift and change more quickly. You'll find that as you tap on things that were a problem no longer hold the emotional charge that they did before. You may have some things that are bigger, more stubborn things in your life, longer standing patterns, and those may require more rounds of tapping to initiate change. But know that as you change, as you tap, things will change and it will improve. Okay, let's begin. So there are a few points that we're going to use. The first one is when we tap, we are going to say a setup phrase 3 times. The way that we do this is we formulate it as that negative aspect, like I said. It always starts with even though, and it always ends with I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So the way that this goes is even though, and I'm going to use the example, I feel unlovable. Even though I feel unlovable and that my parents didn't want me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay. So as we go through this, we're going to tap on the side of our head. We're going to use our 4 fingers to tap on the side of our hand. So we're just going to keep tapping as we say this setup phrase 3 times. Even though I feel unlovable and that my parents didn't want me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel unlovable and that my parents didn't want me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel unlovable and that my parents didn't want me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, now we're going to go to the top of the head. We're going to take 3 fingers and we're going to tap right here at the crown of our head. We're going to tap on that negative aspect. So I'm going to say unlovable. Then we're going to tap over the inside of the eyebrow. You can do this with one hand on either eye, or you can do it with both. Feeling unwanted. We're going to tap on the side of the eye right here. Unlovable. And we're just tapping on that negative aspect. And some other words may come up and you're welcome to use them as well. It doesn't have to be exclusive to the words that you used in that setup phrase. They just need to be connected. Next, we're going to tap right under the eyes here with the 2 fingers. Feeling unwanted. Next point is just under the nose above the lip. Unwanted and unlovable. Then we'll move to the chin right here just below the lip. Unlovable. The next area is right on the collarbones here. Be careful with my microphone, but I'm going to tap here as you say the same things. Unlovable and unwanted. And you're just tapping maybe 7 to 10 times. You can do it longer if it feels good. And then the last point is right underneath the arm, right at, if you're a woman and wearing a bra, right, it would be right at where the bra line is there. And you can do it on both sides, or you can just do it on one side. And you're just going to tap there the same amount of times, and you're going to say the setup, or not the setup, but the one of the words that you were using before. So unwanted and unlovable. And that's it. You've just gone through the emotional freedom technique basic recipe. So you can use this as many times as you want. If you go through this, you'll often find that you may have a big emotional release. You may be crying through it, and that's very normal. If you find yourself crying, just keep tapping. That's the best thing that you can do. If emotions come up, just keep tapping. And if you're not sure what to do, reach out for support. But in the meantime, what you can do is just keep tapping right here. I use this tapping point with my kids and with people who are very emotionally upset and can't get words out. You don't even have to say these things out loud. You can be saying these set up phrases and everything in your head. You don't have to verbalize it. That thought just has to be there. So you can just keep tapping. You can switch back and forth between hands. And I'll attach a worksheet with the setup phrase and the points on it so you can see exactly where those are as a kind of cheat sheet that you can use on your own. But just know that tapping right here, no matter what is going on, if you're feeling triggered or upset, this can be a really helpful point. So as you're going through the workbook or as you are going through life, if you have a close call in the car and you need to pull over, start tapping right here and it will lessen that emotional response that you have so that the next time you get in the car, it doesn't feel as overwhelming or anxiety ridden or triggering as it did before. All right, that's all I have for you right now. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can reach me through my website or hello@aprilporter.com. Thank you.